What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Drew here to welcome you to another episode of the Andrew Glowczewski Experience. It's going to be episode 220. We're going to continue this piece here. It's literally only been a couple of minutes. I refilled my water, used the bathroom, prepared, got my materials ready. And, for this video, I always use Faber-Castell markers to ink. I have the small, extra small, the fine point, and the medium point. So it's kind of like 4 different sizes. And then I use these 2 that are good for fillers and things like that. And yeah, just going to be using these mainly, and probably a little bit of the white paint markers that I have here, just in case I want to kind of push the lights and darks around a little bit. And the hopes is to not only just ink over the pencils here, let me adjust the camera, but also to begin freestyling. Once I'm done with everything, then I can kind of see where I want to outline some more or shade some more. Like I think on like this part of the wing, I might want to, things like that. But yeah, I'll begin freestyling at some point. And yeah, hopefully we end up with something a lot better, a little more cohesive, and yeah, we'll just see. Immediately, I've already saw, as soon as I ended the last stream, I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to shade in this part here. But yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But mostly, for the main part, I mean, I really only use these 2. The extra small and this ink brush to do most of the inking. And the other ones I don't use as much as I used to, just because, they're thicker. And obviously, because I'm using mechanical pencils, the thin lines work best for me. And then to fill in those big globs, what I like about these brush pens is that, they go really thin and also very thick, all in a single stroke if I wanted to. So, yeah, man, just between the extra small and the brush pen, there really isn't much else for me to do, or any more need for it, So yeah, let's just get started, right? Where are we at?
I think BlackRock gets a big ass health pool as well, right? Ice cream. I need DC too. Okay.
Oh yeah, and then Max dude, he went from trying to run that infinite, he kind of says his hands hurt, so now he's watching videos, which is interesting because now instead of watching him doing training, I'm able to see and watch and listen and hear actual gameplay. Shit, sorry, I'm bumping the camera.
That puts this team together. She really is. Hail Super is like the best super in the game. Right, Hail Super is ridiculous.
Now, I've always wondered if I want to ink like I see Dave Finch doing. I've been watching a lot of David Finch, and he has a method to inking that I'm like, man, do I want to do that? Like, for instance, like I like using the extra small, but I think for everything else, like outlining these blocks might be best to do with the regular small. filling these in with the
Jeez, he survived that. Oh my god. And his backgrounds still look good, you know? Even to this day, they still look very good. Morgan any good in this game? She's weird. She's not specifically good. There's very few characters in this game that are honestly like crazy good. The characters that are crazy good are crazy good. And a lot of the cast is not. But that's because the characters that are good are so good that it like gives you very little reason to have to play other characters, which is why ratio matches are so welcome. Ratio matches really makes you either force a top tier and have to use a couple of really bad characters, or you take some good mid characters and one bad character, right? It's kind of that thing with Marvel too. If you want to like actually be good at it, it's extremely hard to be good at. Very hard to be super good at this game. But if you want to be good with lesser known characters, you have to play the game a shit ton. Oh, we did. Cable will get. Oh no, Cable doesn't have any meter. Cable is unblockable and incoming. So this. Control.
Fly Guy, you're back. You too tired? Yeah, for sure, man. Good night. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
And make them work, you know. But those are kind of rare and far in between, and
Yeah, don't sweat it.
at like a crazy level. Will those teams hold up against?
You know, these videos and this picture ain't going nowhere.
The game has been the highest level of the game has been figured out, but the craziest part is that the mid level of the game never really was. You know, ever since day one of this game, not really day one, but I'd say like month one of this game being out, people really started to gravitate towards the things that were good and stick to the things that were good all the way until, you know, this day. So that funny thing is that for a long period of time, like a solid like 10 fucking years, like 2000s to 2010s, people didn't really play any other mid-tier characters, you know? They wouldn't play the good shit.
Alright, let me see how this is looking so far.
This is probably true with Marvel 3. No, definitely not. Marvel 3 has characters that are insanely good, 100%. But there's no characters in Marvel 3 that are as bad as the worst characters in this game. Nowhere close. All Marvel 3 characters got some juice. Got a decent amount of juice. There are characters in this game that are legit shitty. And there's no fucking way. They stand so low of a chance. Marvel 3 is an interesting game. The top tiers are super top tier for sure. But really, like even characters that suck, like Shenko and you know maybe even Chris, they can get shit done. Ryu is probably one of the hardest ones to be good with.
Shit.
Yeah, Shenko is one of the best assists in Marvel 3 she does, and she's one of the worst characters.
So I wonder if I could just ink this without the small pen, but it gives a different
She's still very good.
gives a different look. But it's a lot faster. So you know you kinda gotta pick your poison.
Who's bottom in this game? Like roll Jesus, I'd have to look at the roster. Who's bottom in this game? Well, actually, chat, can't you just do exclamation point ratio? Get a pretty good idea. There it is. There's the link to it. Arguably, the Wolverines and Chun-Li are pretty bad. They're not great. Dan's pretty bad. Roll's pretty bad. Shumagrath is pretty bad. even to a degree, like some characters like Hulk and even Captain America and Hayato have been known to be pretty bad, but people have gotten good with them, you know? Where they can actually give other characters a run for their money. People that are only like okay with MSP or only okay with like
Yeah, see,
Cyclops and
because then when I fill those in, it makes it harder
stuff like
to
that.
see what's going on,
It's all over the place. The cool part is that
like which
a lot of
pencils
people
I
over
should
the
be
past,
paying
like, I'd say
attention
over the
to
past
and
10
which ones I
years,
shouldn't be.
stopped playing
All
just
these
the super
sketch
high
lines.
tiers, and they started playing a whole bunch of other stuff.
So yeah, maybe it's just better that I do it this way.
Wolverine or Wolverine, they're both pretty bad. Yeah, Wolverine's not great. What about Jin? Jin is shockingly okay in this game because he's got a good assist, but he's not amazing. He's like, he can, he at least has an ability to do something, right? He can get you off of him. He has a DP, you know? He's got a good super. Is Hayato that bad? It's pretty hard to be good with Hayato. The few people that are good with Hayato are pretty good with them, but it is not easy. Yeah, we're not talking about fun factor or anything. We're talking about do characters have enough juice to compete with other bigger characters, right? Spider-Man's not bad. I mean, he's got some shit in this game that allows him to like somewhat put you in OP situations. Somewhat. Spiral's crazy. No, for anyone that doesn't know Spiral's crazy. If you fight against a good Spiral kick player, you'll never touch her. If you have a good Spiral with an assist, she's insane. You'll never touch her. You'll die to chip. Yeah, she's the ultimate zoner in this game. Imagine like Strider, but way worse. Like where Strider's all about orbs and keeping orbs down, Spiral is that with way more. Yeah, so. That fixes those frame drops. How's Marrow? Not great. Really not great. It's weird. Her normals are kind of odd. Her combos kind of are odd too. Dalton, I mean, Justin swears by him. Dalton's definitely a weirdo. He can be good. It takes some time though. But he's got some very unique mobility. What makes her also bad? She has like no combos, she has like no damage, she has low life. All of her supers suck. Yeah. Omega Red's not bad. Omega Red's got good normal range. He can poke you, he can stab you, his specials can repel back and you can make him safe. Omega Red can do a lot of damage too. He has got a full screen super that's hard to punish. Being able to combo into a super is a pretty important thing, and not every character in this game can actually combo into a super. Are there any banned characters? No, the characters that are all gods in this game were never banned. Nice trade. Damn. Good avoidance on the throw. Oh shit, he did. Well, that's the idea, Game Prodigy. That's exactly what I'm explaining, is that this game was figured out so early on, in terms of what's good in it, that people never, or not never, but the majority of people that played the game in arcades or competitively or whatnot, people did not learn the mid-tiers of the game, you know? People never really figured out how some other characters could really work and gravitate into other stuff. You get some players that would, but those players were very far in between. People really stuck with like the Sentinels, the Magnetos, the Sentinels, the Psylocke, the Storms, the Cables, the Iron Mans, you know? They really want to compose almost everything you saw in the game. And the best part about ratio is that changes everything. You know, ratio literally changes everything. It's a completely different game at that point. Yeah, no, those characters are fun, but you have to think from like a lot of people grew up with this game, at least from my perspective, in terms of playing it competitively, right? They played it for trying to win. So, yeah. Damn, this was a close game. The Cyclops is shot 100%. Got a Tatsu. Damn. Good defense. Alright, good games, guys. Oh, cool. Like Lockdown, these guys are playing. Lockdown plays arguably the best Strider Doom in the game. I mean, you see me play Strider Doom poorly, but Strider Doom's a very, what would I say, high maintenance team. You gotta press a lot of buttons, man. You gotta do a lot of shit. You gotta work your butt off to make them work, but when they work, it's like, oh my god, I never get to play. I think Marvel 3 would also benefit from a ratio system for sure. Yeah, no, I think so because there's enough characters. This game and Marvel 3 both had a big enough roster where a ratio list would actually make sense. You know.
Yeah, I always
Ratio
love
lists
Marvel
don't really-
3.
Like a ratio system doesn't really make sense if you fucking.
That was the last game I was playing before my PS3 crashed.
Well, yeah, I mean, the idea is that if there was ever a Marvel re-release, this version of the game has to be preserved, you know? The competitive standard version has to be preserved in every way possible. But there should also be things in the game to allow people to not just play, you know, these same characters that have been played the whole time. I think that's something like a ratio system is an easy implement and also very fun. Put him up. Would you be open to balance changes in Marvel 2? I don't think it's necessary. I think it's a lot of work and unnecessary. The game has a lot of characters, man. How would you decide on ratios? It's already been kind of decided. Let the best players in the world figure it out. Let the people that, you know, played all the characters in the game be the ones that will figure it out. Justin's probably one of the best people because he can play the whole roster, you know? And he's the person on the planet that's arguably played more Marvel 2 than anybody. So I think having him in his perspective is pretty. The ratio system is pretty great. You can't really balance this game, Chad. There's too many characters. There's just too much. You can fix some bugs. That's about it. You can prevent the Gambit glitch, stuff like that. Prevent the Ruby Heart glitch. The reason they were able to rebalance HD Remix is because there was only so many characters. You know? That still took a lot of work. HD Remix took a long time to come out. So is this the hardest Marvel to get into? Depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking to be the best? Are you looking to be super good at it? Because I'm going to break something to you right now. If you're looking to be super good at Marvel 2 and the game's been out for 20 years, it's going to take you a little while. pretty sure there is a ratio list for Marvel 3. Yeah, there is. There's been ratio tournaments. Did I ever play this one super competitively? No, I didn't. I never played Marvel 1 or Marvel 2 competitively. I did for Marvel 1 as much as I possibly could in 1998.
God damn, 98. I was 10 years old, man.
Is it possible to get good with Marvel 2 and fight that? Yes. People have one Evo with a Dreamcast controller. Yeah, Fnatic was the path player. Yeah. He mapped one button dash. I think that was the thing, right? But I made top 8, that's what it was, yeah. He did very good, though. Yeah. Is that Marvel vs. Capcom 2, honey? You like Marvel 2? Have you little TVs? You little TVs in there? Yeah? Hmm. You like being on stream? There you go. You like being on stream, honey? She likes Marvel. She does. Look, honey, look. How crazy it is. That whole finger's in your mouth right now. You're teething. You're certainly teething. Oh, thank you for putting it on there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for putting that all over there. Oh, honey. Huh? Huh? You know, beat up the chat? That's the chat. Yeah. Be very gentle with them. They're sensitive. Yeah, she got a lot of hair. Hey, honey. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Chat. Is it the chat? Is it the chat right there? Hi, Patricia. I get you. I get you. Sure, the mic's got plenty of gross spit on it already. Definitely does. Huh? You want this gorilla tape? No, you don't. She's like, I don't want that. I don't want gorilla tape. Chat, I think we're gonna have to fire up Final Fantasy 14, right? We're getting to that point. Maybe up at 14 soon. Start getting through. Whoa, oh. What's that? Huh? Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. There's a thank you to the chat. You wait. Yeah. Yeah. Little spitty. Yeah. Oh. Monster. Oh. Fine. You waiting to come over here, huh? No, she didn't just wait a wake up. She's been eyeballing me this whole time. I need to come over here. No, she's all happy about being over here. Huh? Find me on the screen, honey. You happy? Holy tango, thanks for the 31 bucks. Thank you. Oh, come here, sweetie. Come here, sweetie. Oh, I know. Okay, you're just pulling on everything here. Yeah. No, I want to play. Damn it, Chad. Damn it. No, I want to play. Look at these big cheeks. Look at these big cheeks, honey. Super big cheeks. Oh. Okay, alright. I'm gonna let the baby down. You're going. Gonna go back to your mom. You ready? There she goes. Goes flying.
Oh, is he putting on Final Fantasy 7 or 14 now? I haven't been keeping up with him playing that. So I might switch it out. I might put something else on. Yeah, let's see where we're at.
How do you forget how rapping works, Chad? How do you like be fresh and get
I never took a picture.
the rooms? Have some people over, you know? At 14 after, shut up, Chad. We've only been streaming for 4.5 hours.
Oh, okay, so can't believe I didn't take a picture before I started inking. I'm such an idiot.
How old is Ripley? She just turned 1.
Alright, so 4.5. So if I jump to 5.5, where is he at? He's probably in the middle of Final Fantasy 14 stuff. Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
We got a part of one, a decent chunk, but sadly, I didn't get the one that I wanted. It'll take some time.
So alright, so it's gonna be Yo Video Game, so it's the whole crew with Marvel 2. Oh, he just went live like more like an hour and a half ago. I missed it. I was streaming. Here we go.
Transcending history and the world. A
Tale of dudes and souls, eternally retold. I love how this guy has his own intro and everything, man. It really lets you know, like, where you can go and take these things. Anybody who has a channel, like, if you want to, like, grow and do stuff, you know, I definitely want to. Like, don't stop, man. Just don't stop, like, adding to the stream and doing more whenever you can, you know. I know I'm just waiting to kind of get my money right, you know? I know it's not all that important for the most part, but you know, I'd love to make this a little bit more produced. And you know, I still have those thoughts about doing the like the series where I was like, man, I wouldn't know what I want to do or how I feel like I could maybe contribute or like to my YouTube channel as far as like editing videos and making content and things like that. Outside of like these streams and things like that. Um, and it was about, you know, taking videos or taking movies out that are out there and you know, I hate it when movies tell the story not in chronological order.
You're wearing that 90s as fuck shirt.
Oh, this one?
This shirt, 1990s.
Yeah.
Decade in
Whoa,
t-shirt form.
whoa, it looks old too. Scoot over that way a little bit. Scoot.
It's all faded.
Scoot that
Yeah,
way.
here's my question. Is that from the 90s? Or is that
And taking those movies and then retelling them in chronological order to look at the story from a different aspect, because I hate it when they go out of order.
Yeah, it's mobs. It's mobs. Yeah.
And, you know, Suicide Squad 2 recently did that. You know, not to spoil anything, but, you know, there's some parts of the story that aren't told in order, and it's just like, why? Why?
No.
No?
Kills me.
It's too good a condition.
The shirt itself is.
Unless you just fucking put it in like a box or something with some mothballs.
Yeah.
Mothballs in the beef stew.
Left it alone for a fucking
It probably is a reprint.
couple
It probably is.
Chad, what's the take?
There's no frame on it at all. Like all this
ass looking shirt.
Yeah.
Is that a reprint?
All the scenes
Or is that
Faded the sneakers. It seems faded on
See, look how old Max's shirt is, because he has red Ryu, so he got it at the time
This
that
is
game came
not.
out. So no, that's red hair Ryu, so that means that he got it at the time. That was like an 88.
This is not. I
No,
think it's
that's
real.
that's actually
That shows signs of an ancient fucking shirt.
Look at that. Look at the shoes.
No, that's a reprint.
Oh.
No, Kenny. Whatever, Kenny. I like it that their pants are on backwards. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very 90s.
That's
I like
Chris
it.
Cross. Remember Chris Cross?
I do. I like
Make
it.
the
That's
jump.
represented. I appreciate it. Logan Striker, thank you, dude. Hang on a second, so I'm gonna change the ISO settings.
So, hello, Chad. Welcome back. It's the East Coast. Shut the hell up. Get the hell. Oh God, I fucked everything
Oh
up.
shit.
You're gonna.
Oh.
What?
No.
You were gonna say the thing. You were gonna say the thing
Shut
on
up
my
and
shirt,
sit your
man.
head down.
And what else?
Don't ask me for shit.
Ah! Way to balls!
Don't ask me for shit.
Still asking for my shirt.
Don't ask me for shit.
Don't ask me for my shirt. Gotta find the fucking setting, Chad. I'm gonna lose my mind. Zoom in. Focus. Focus.
They hurt when I twist them.
Yeah, where's the fucking
Yeah.
I can't tell if Kenny can't carry tunes.
That's not even pure boots. That's Sting.
That's good. I don't know if it's part of the joke or if Kenny can't actually carry a tune.
That's not Coldplay.
That's good.
That's not pure boots. Pretty close. That's not Coldplay. Very close. All stupid dead bitches. Very close. That's Sting.
Yeah.
That's actually Sting.
And
All right, looking better, Chad? I think we're okay. Hi, Chad. Hey, welcome back. For anyone that doesn't know, why does the screen look dark now?
Because you have to move the control.
No.
Oh.
What?
Oh no, I think it was actually my fucking TV. What? Hold on. Hold on.
it recognized that there wasn't a lot of activity.
Yeah, and the TV was being a fucking TV about it. Hang on a sec, Chad. We're gonna have to turn all that shit off. Hang on a sec, Chad.
You wanna play?
Energy saving, additional settings. Yeah, turn that shit off. Eye comfort, turn that off.
Eye comfort.
Instant game response.
The bird. My eyes are so comfortable.
What are we on right now?
We're fixing the game, then we go to you. We go to me.
Hold on a second, Chad. Here, let me turn the game on. Shut the fuck up.
It was a burn-in protection.
Burn in, so this TV doesn't get like burned in. No. Like
The image,
You
let's
know-
say you have it frozen on the title screen.
remember the arcade machines used to get like the actual title screens of the games stuck on the TV forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's burning.
Or the light bar. The light bars have been printed.
Too relaxed. Shut up, chat. We're playing on Dreamcast, by the way. This is the Dreamcast version. For anyone that was curious.
Oh, you checked out curious?
Quote unquote best version?
Dreamcast version is still technically the best version, yes. It still is the most accurate to the arcade and yada yada yada, with very few differences. Hang on. Picture Austin. Your monitor got burned in the day after you got it? That seems crazy. Break on Friday, probably. That sounds like something actually fucked up, yeah.
Well, I had a major dead pixel on my TV when I first got it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so bad.
But you have my Evo monitor, that's got some dead pixels.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, that got some dead pixels.
Yeah.
So you definitely got it. Got it.
Yeah. Actually, I want to turn that off. Yeah, whatever. I mean, if the TV's fine now, the TV's fine now. I was just making sure, like, game mode was on and we weren't having, like, super delayed input.
Oh. Oh, still on?
Licky, thank you.
I need to know I can watch off without that with JoJo's.
Internet.
So, chat, we're going to play Marvel games all night tonight, not just Marvel 2. We're going to go throughout the compendium. We have the Dreamcast, so we are obviously going to
I
have
think
to...
that depends entirely if you're going to play things at Marvel 2, whether or not Steve plays mains. Because you let Steve play his mains and neither one of you are going to stop.
They're all on Netflix?
So there will be a point when we play main, but for the most of the night we'll play ratio.
Yes, I mean, I think it's kind of universally accepted that we're gonna roam the roster quite a bit, and then possibly ham it up, jam it up, slam it up, mam it up.
I mean, the chat wants to see both, but they don't want to see one all.
Exactly, and that's the thing that's what's beautiful about ratio is it allows you to see shit you've never seen before. You know, I'm gonna try Justin's team that he gave me on Twitter, which is Jin Amingo Ken has some good shit. And that is why.
Bingo!
That is why I stopped using that stick quite a bit.
Oh, really?
And I remember now, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That sticky button.
Yeah, it comes out. You just gotta fiddle with it. It's
Oh,
fine.
Dragon is unbreakable is on.
Easily accessible. Yeah. Chat, is the dragon easily accessible? We got a sticky button in it.
Sticky, baby.
A sticky button. I don't know.
It feels like it's getting stuck into like some a piece of plastic that got loose.
Yeah.
But like it's just
Does anyone know if the Kwamba dragon is easily openable? Kwamba dragon?
No, no, yeah.
I see screwed one.
Yeah.
How big is
Hold on.
it?
Hold on. That shit.
A little sticky. I'm not penis.
Oh! Damn, okay. Alright,
We got
see
access.
shit.
We have access.
Alright.
Well, actually, kind of instructions is the arrow going this way.
Hands away. It doesn't want us to hurt our hands here. Hold on.
Those arrows.
Well, those are telling you what buttons they are.
No, these are the arrows.
Oh,
Well, I think it's
SOG Scribble!
Scribbles, thank you very much. Uh-oh. It's
Alright.
Is this some like very fancy, expensive arcade?
Yeah, it's to keep the dust from getting.
It's an
to the actual
undercarriage
person.
for the
Yeah.
car base.
Alright, so
alright.
I think L1.
It was definitely like
Yeah.
a light
It was
kick.
like it, yeah.
And
Light kick! Light punch! Hey! What is the actual phrase? It's light punch, light kick, medium punch, light punch!
Hey,
closing.
Well done, Kevin!
Well, like, what you handle this thing before I got that radio.
Alright.
You get your dick out of there.
Too big.
Chat.
Hey! Alright, there we go. Good to know.
Is there anything in there?
Chat, how do you guys
Was that-
feel about
I don't, it's hard to tell.
It's
I just want to
unbreakable.
take out the button.
Yeah.
I need to go to arcade. I need to go to arcade shop down in Alhambra, and I need to like bring a bunch of sticks and be like, here you go, guys. Here's a bunch of sticks. Here's some money. Just fix all my shit.
Fix this
Here's
thing.
some sticks, and then here's the money. It's gonna be like in a comical like.
I'll be
Scrooge
back
McDuck.
in a week.
I'll be back in a week, and I'll just give them no reason rhyme. We'll just have to figure it out. So before we do that, Chad, before we get into Dreamcast marbles. We're gonna fire up the Dark Soft unit. And we're gonna play the old Capcom versus games on their original hardware, the arcade hardware. Virtual Turkey Sandwich, great name. But before that happens,
A turkey sandwich would be sick.
I saw recently. I saw something.
I saw.
And I saw, and I was like, I must drink this. The nice part is that it's cold, right? It is very cold right now. So this is Coca-Cola. I just stepped on the entire drink cup. Nice. Coca-Cola with coffee, dark blend. All right.
It sounds like it's from Japan.
Yeah. It sounds like the Japanese would create something like this.
I had this the very first night I was in Japan.
Really?
In Shibuya with Chaos.
And here's the vanilla one.
I got it from a vending machine.
I heard. See, I've already seen good interpretations.
What is it?
I'm already seeing things from the chat that are like making me think it's gonna taste good. So I don't know. There we go. I'm gonna try.
When did it actually come out there?
It came out in Japan way before it came out here.
Anybody else want to try?
Oh yeah.
They let them taste it? Is that what they did?
All right.
They let
I
Japan
was
like,
literally at one of
test
those,
it.
like one of those it was an arcade. That thing you put a quarter in, like you press the button, this thing like pushes shit off to the side on a spinning disc.
It's like that.
And
It's
I
like
got
that.
one, and I'm like, alright, fine, fuck it.
It's like
All right, I'm starting to warm up. I'm starting to feel this. I'm starting to
Yeah.
Like they
let the inking process
Wasn't it
get
just
into
like
me.
dyed?
This picture is such a struggle just because my reference image that I created, however long ago, is so bad. I should probably.
Dark roast Coke.
So much of my mind is spent like thinking about going back and redoing things, and it's like, man, I have so much to do forward. I can't really go back. So this is gonna be interesting, man. This is gonna be an interesting stream once I get done
Wow. All right, so here we go.
with everything.
Wow.
'Cause yeah,
It is Coke
That is Coke and coffee, and there is no in between.
at the same time.
At the same
At
time.
the same damn time.
That is just Coke and just coffee, and that's
Literally,
it.
get home and make a Coke, make a coffee,
And just pour it in, and that's probably the extent of it.
That's exactly where it's gonna go.
It's Coke and it's coffee.
Not a great aftertaste, though.
Yeah.
Not-
Coffee. But
Yeah.
when you drink
See,
it
that's
with
the
Coke,
dark roast.
So the thing that's getting me right now is the fact that you said it has less sugar. It feels like it has the same amount of sugar.
It does taste very sugary.
Yeah,
right.
To me, it seems like, to me, it really seems like it tastes the same sugar content as a normal Coke, which is weird.
Makes you wonder if they need all that sugar.
All right.
No, they definitely fucking don't. Let me see what's on the back of this. Ruby's like some stevia leaf in here. Oh, motherfucker!
It's not.
I knew I tasted it.
I knew it.
Sucralose.
Yeah, there it is.
Sucralose.
And we're dead.
It's got high fructose corn syrup in it,
Yeah.
but I definitely was tasting something on the aftertaste where I was like,
Sucralose, Jack.
artificial sugars. What about the vanilla one? Does the vanilla have the same shit?
You can't escape.
Can't escape it. No, they put fake sugars in these.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
They're putting fake sugars in it to make it seem like it has less sugar. And then you know what, motherfuckers, you got me.
Yeah.
You got me. I definitely looked at the back and I was like, damn, this is a Coke without as much sugar. That sounds crazy.
Mexican Coke is the best Coke because it ain't sugar.
I can taste that shit on the aftertaste from a mile away, man.
R.I.P. guys. You had a good run. You had a good run.
I'll try the other one, but I'm not finishing this. I think the aftertaste. Now that I know it's there, it's like officially fucked me up, you know? The other one.
Alright. What's poppin'?
Are you going in? Going in? Gotta wait for Max.
Pop, lock, and drop.
I don't taste that. You guys taste that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
It's definitely got a plasticky aftertaste. Like
Plasticky. Wow.
Plastic.
Holy shit. That's
Chemical-y.
interesting. I've not had a Coke in a long time.
chemically
That's probably why you guys
plastic.
have fucking.
I walked out and I was immediately like burping and farting and farting and burping. All at the same time.
Where are my pants? There it is. Oh, they're not.
I'm the one sip them.
You in?
I'm in. I'll try it. Don't give me a lot though. Just give me like a splash.
And so it's take more of us.
Twice as much of that. Keep going, a little bit more. That is very meager, man. All right, stop. That's like, yo, bro, can I have some Skittles? Here is one yellow
Steve,
Skittle.
how much? Steve, how much?
Not for it, man. Back yourself up.
I like
Yo, bro, can I have some Skittles? Here's one yellow Skittle.
One yellow Skittle.
Here you go. Yo, bro, can I get some Starburst? Here's one yellow Starburst.
Stupid.
Yeah.
You already had it?
Yeah, I just right. Somebody in the chat said,
After the previous one.
somebody in the chat said, you know, with all this fake drinks that we always drink, why don't we do some wine tasting? Let's do some and sip on it. And then spit out the wine.
I can do very few wines because of all the sulfates and shit. I
Okay.
get mad headaches, man.
No
I
shit.
get mad headaches from white wine, from red wine. Champagne I can kind of do, but that shit gives me crazy fucking headaches. Like almost like
No,
right off.
Jessica never dragged you to like a wine.
I know I definitely had them and I've tried to get through it, but it's like
You'll be
I would.
wine club.
Fucking Maria's
Yeah,
dragged me to like this
yeah.
wine fucking country.
nice, right? Like Napa Valley.
Yeah, we were just fucking drinking wine, and I'm
You
like,
don't have to drink it though.
and I'm literally like, people just,
Yeah.
people want to get drunk but fancier. Like that's
Yes.
what I got out of it.
Well, absolutely.
People want to get fucked up in fancy mode.
Yeah, people want to get fucked up and have it feel like it means
Means
something.
They want to be drunk without feeling guilty.
Yeah, it's like it was
Guilty, like, I want to feel rich.
Yeah, I want to feel rich and
I
fancy.
don't want to feel
company,
poor
but
when
I want
I'm
to
drunk.
get fucked up. Like, dude, just drink a beer, bitch. Like, it's the same shit.
Mr. Any Bottle, thank you for the 53 months. All right, so here's
Vanilla!
vanilla Coke and coffee.
There you go.
I already feel fucking bloated.
That's better.
This one tastes like a vanilla Coke.
Oh, this one just tastes like vanilla Coke. It doesn't even taste like coffee to me.
There's coffee in vanilla Coke.
It's pretty buried in there.
Yeah, this one just tastes like a vanilla Coke.
Yeah, it's like a stronger vanilla Coke.
Yeah.
I would be able to take this more than the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have as crazy of the super lossy aftertaste, but it's definitely there.
But it does have the super.
Oh, it's in there.
Oh, the sucralose.
The new hot shit that doesn't really give you the nasty aftertaste is Steve's kick stuff. Is stevia.
Hell yeah.
Stevia leaf extract is the new like hot shit.
For me, it's
Monk fruit extract as well.
For me, it's monk fruit.
Yeah.
That not the other.
Both of them are
Stevia,
hella
yeah,
good.
taste. Like I was all over stevia. I got like the liquid version, I got the powder version, and I got the one that you stick in your arm. And, like, no. But then
Rio Godrich,
the monk fruit was the one that was like, oh, this actually doesn't have an aftertaste.
Yeah, things that actually have monk fruit sweetening is super good, and the amount of sugar that's actually in monk fruit sweetener is way less than actual sugar. It's very nice.
Stop it, chat. There's no such thing as stevia. Stop it.
Stevia. We always called it that. Whenever we had stevia sugar, I'm like, it's stevia sugar.
Stevia.
Stevia sugar.
Stevia.
You can finish that one sentence. You can finish it if you want. Oh yeah. Okay. Shit. I'm actually gonna finish this. I'm actually gonna finish this. This is much more appetizing than the previous one.
I mean, I'm still gonna drink.
Oh, so okay, no, no.
You remember when I almost fucking died at Johnny Rockets?
Dude, I was with you, man. I was with you in the same boat because chat. So
Well,
you
the
guys
chat
remember?
is actually good.
You remember the Johnny Rockets that used to be by Tilt, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So there was a Johnny Rockets near our mall chat that we used to frequent quite a bit in our 20s and maybe our teens even. And you'd go there and you get like a really cheap meal, like a burger and fries and a Coke. And the vanilla Cokes they had. They would have, this was like, I think before vanilla Coke was actually on the market. It was like a float. Well, no, it was just a Coke.
They would add the syrup shots themselves.
And they would just shoot it with.
Oh, God.
So here's the thing, they had like free refills.
Ha.
So you would go there on your like absolute piss poor pocket and try to get as much intake as possible, and you would have like 3 vanilla Cokes. I swear to God, this shit was the equivalent of that Simpsons episode where they get like that squishy and but it's like full of nothing but the syrup. That's what it was. So I remember one day, this is related to Marvel too, I swear. One day I had to go back to work, and I had about 3 of these things. 3 with the burger and fries. I walked back and it felt like my body was imploding on itself.
Dude, I died. We were trying to walk back to the store, and I remember like just being like, oh,
Yes, just nothing but oh. Like everything is like returning to fetal position, and
It's like the point where you realize, I made a mistake. This was
well,
bad.
you're so dumb. The problem is you're a teenager, so you're so dumb that
Yeah.
you don't know what has caused this.
Yeah.
Why is this happening to me? You're just acknowledging that you hurt, and it hurts.
Yeah.
So all I did to distract myself, I went and played Marvel 2.
Oh, you know what?
For like 30 minutes, and I went away after 30 minutes, and I was okay. Yes, we literally brought our asses down to 1 HP, walking back to the store. Fuck.
I know that. I
syrup
at
It was thick. You'd order it, they'd bring it in a glass cup.
And you see it at the bottom.
You could literally see, you could poke it with the straw.
Yeah.
You
So you
could
mix
literally interact with it. Like,
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? You know how many people saw you probably walking back to the store like that?
Oh.
Like, there's like all these streets.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a long
there's
way.
shops and stuff, so it's all busy. You guys are just like, oh.
Oh, Jesus
Like,
Christ.
or
these guys.
crumbling over on like a planter. Like, oh my god.
We had consistent access to that syrup stuff you're talking about because I work at Man 10. So they have the we have to like refill with fucking soda stuff. So we have just syrup bags, and we would pour syrup bags and just put like the carbonation in there and have super sweet Coke. And
You had like Jack's Coke.
Jack's super syrup and that is pure syrup and carbonation and we just and we would dare each other at the fucking job. It was great.
I have the worst one, and this is actually an old friend of ours named Rodney who's been on this stream before. The worst one, me and Simmons have witnessed live, was at a Denny's one night.
Oh.
A late night Denny's. By the way, Chad, I will be the first to admit, and I'm completely ashamed, that the restaurant I've eaten at the most my entire life is definitely fucking Denny's.
Oh my god.
And we were there at like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, and there was an opposing table that was challenging our table of friends to a syrup off.
Syrup off.
Where for some reason our friend Rodney was like super down to fucking do this, and the idea was that they were gonna drink what was left in the syrup, in the actual like maple syrup distributors, right?
The fucking waitress got involved.
And then the waitress was like, "Yo, we could use some new ones."
Oh my god.
So they brought them like full ones, like fresh, like clean and everything. And the other table, like some crazy cracked out dude was like, "Sure, I'll do it. Let's go." And Rodney was like, "Fucking, let's go." Never backs down from a challenge, right? This dude's been on the stream a couple of times. We have some stories with Rodney. And they were sitting there down in the sugar, down in the syrup, and the other guy backed down pretty quick, and Rodney finished it.
Well,
We had to.
12 syrup shots.
Yeah, technical shots.
There's
Yeah,
like
because they just.
little
It was.
little things.
That
12.
your stomach might have that could have eaten through your stomach.
Sugar? No, dude, we like had to cart him back like we were an ambulance back to his house. And then we had to stay at his house to make sure he'd be okay because we heard nothing but screaming from his fucking bathroom. Just just barfing like crazy. This poor fucking guy. So don't do that, Chad.
Don't do that.
Please do not drink syrup challenging another table at Denny's to a syrup off challenge. Don't do it. But he won.
You won.
I did win.
Well, he lost
But I won though.
But at what cost?
He won though.
lost
Both of
again.
them,
What?
both of them, I think, ended up throwing up.
But yeah, it went, Rodney was like able to stomach it, and then like you saw the life exit his body after a little while, and he was just like, I don't feel good. I really don't feel good.
That kind of reminds me of the first time I realized I became lactose intolerant. I had 2 bowls of cereals, ice cream, what is that? Pink Whip?
Oh, Nesquik Pink.
Yeah, the Nesquik Pink.
Strawberry milk.
Yeah. I had a big fucking jug of that. I had 2 bowls of cereal and a tub of fucking ice cream
In
all in
one
one day.
meal?
In one day.
I think you just triggered lactose intolerance by doing that.
triggered the shit. As soon as I started
You just
eating
gave it to yourself.
because the ice cream was the last part of it, and as I was eating the ice cream,
Like complete indigestion, like immediately.
it
Like,
was like, oh, that's not weird. And as I'm eating it, I'm like,
It's like,
active viewing science experiment as it's going down. You're like, oh man.
that's literally, yeah, that's the gallon of milk challenge.
yeah. And that day, I shit it a fucking brick, and ever since then, no more milk.
Kenny, do you have one? Do you have one where you realized your mortality? By eating something stupid?
Jeez, like, probably my first time ever drinking a 2-liter bottle on the way back from school.
Oh, you mean like a giant Mountain Dew or something like
I
that?
took like 2-liter bottle of Coke fucked me up one time.
Or you drink a whole thing?
Yeah, it's on the way back. I'm like 7-Eleven's like oh, they're special. I'm
It's like a dollar. Yeah.
And it's fucking big old, just walking to junior high with a 2-liter bottle. Yeah. I finished it like in a sitting, like hella quick.
I'm definitely ashamed to admit that when Code Red was a brand new drink on the market,
Oh yeah.
dude, you would go to 7-Eleven for like $1.29, this motherfucking big gulp, and you fill the whole thing with Code Red, and it would last you.
Yeah, I'm sad Mike's not here because he could back me up. The time I already been having sodas, and we went to 7-Eleven and I got a Balls energy drink.
Bowels.
And I washed it down with a Jolt branded caffeinated protein bar.
What is that?
So I was,
God damn.
I was right outside the store. I remember like just stopping and crumbling down like a homeless man outside the 7-Eleven. So like, I can't fight. I gotta sit down.
Is that
I
good?
gotta wait. I was like, it's just like 2001 ending. I was like, I could feel my heart trying to get out of my body.
Change music
I
for you,
remember
Sam.
in my 20s when I would have like a black hole of a stomach.
Yes.
And I got challenged to like a food. You're like, oh, hey, will eat more food than me. And we were like at this breakfast place, and I ate this big ass breakfast platter. And like, they're like, oh, you know, like, you can't eat it. And like, then I ordered another one and ate the whole breakfast platter with 4 pancakes. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? But I had a food baby, and
Dude.
like, I had to like drink to like wash it down. Like, so I just had my stomach with like,
Oh yeah. So much shit is in
so
it.
much
Yeah.
shit. Dude, but I ate an ungodly amount of food.
So I got one similar to Kenny, and Simmons was witness to it. Simmons bore witness. There was one night that I remember our friend had a early copy of Street Fighter 4. So we had it like 2 weeks before it was out. We were just like literally just doing nothing but going to our friend's house. You know, everyone traveled there just to play Street Fighter 4 early. You know.
Yay, Max 34,000.
The day I learned my mortality, let me see if I can actually recollect what we did. We definitely went to Red Robin first, right? Went to Red Robin, got a Whiskey Ripper barbecue chicken burger with infinite fries, and a strawberry lemonade, whatever the ones they have at Red Robin, like strawberry lemonade. So I definitely had a couple of strawberry lemonades, and I got a refill of fries a couple times, and I ate that big-ass barbecue chicken burger. Number 1. Number 2, we were going to go see a movie. I don't know what movie. Simmons' elephant brain might remember.
Oh.
I have no idea what movie.
Let's see. It was around March. It was March 2009. I couldn't tell you actually.
Yeah, I'm actually not too sure what we saw. The movie might have been only okay. So
I
we
don't
went.
think it was anything special.
Wasn't anything special. We went to the movie. We were early at the movie, and this is when there was no like seating, so you had to wait. So we had people waiting in line, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a shake. So I went to the Habit across the street. Got a shake at the Habit. Down the shake before we even got into the theater. But by the time they let you in the theater, you still have to wait. Like, you have to wait for the trailers to even show up, right? So there's, like, all the bullshit ads. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We're at the movie theater. Let's go get some popcorn and an icy. I leave, and I get a large popcorn that not many other people take popcorn from because everyone was full. And an icy. So I had a popcorn and an icy throughout the constant of the movie.
Yeah.
Cool. So the movie's over. Let's go play some Street Fighter 4.
How did you make it through the whole
Oh, but
movie?
we didn't just go play some Street Fighter.
No, we stopped at 7-Eleven. We stopped at 7-Eleven. So I got a large bag of teriyaki Jack Link's beef jerky and red vines. Someone paying attention to this?
God damn.
For some reason, it was one of
I was
those.
asking for help.
For some reason, right? For some reason, I don't know why I was still hungry. Like I could still eat. I just didn't think about it. I just think like, yeah, food. We want get food. Like, what? That was it. Like Cro-Magnon brain was like kicking in. I'm probably like, I'd imagine I'm 26, so it was like last year.
Yeah.
Right. So we get back to his house through the process of playing Street Fighter 4 till probably.
You also got a large Coke.
I think I did get a Coke.
You got a large Coke.
I think there was a soda involved.
Yeah, there was.
And by playing Street Fighter 4 till about like 6 in the morning, it was dawn, and I had to drive back to Santa Monica.
Oh.
Everything had been consumed. My venture was bringing me back home because I was like, you know what, guys, I gotta go home. I'm not feeling good. Gallstone was your mortality? Yeah, getting gallstone disease or having you need to get a gallstone out, that'll definitely wake you the fuck up. So I'm driving back, and I feel like absolute fucking death. Like, I barely make the drive back to Santa Monica. And I get there, and Jessica's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm not okay." I swear to God, I cradled this fucking toilet for life.
You're
like, please, like, oh God, please, dear God, like, you're just cradling this thing like it's a child to its mother. You're like, oh God. And I felt stoked. I had to take the next day off work. Everything inside me hurt. Like, every fucking thing about me was just like, oh my God, this hurts so much. And that was the point where you truly realize I am a mortal human creature. I am a fibrous bone and meat and brain that if you don't take care of this stuff, it will respond to you in ways that you are not ready for. So that was a lot of stupid shit I put into my body. And ever since then, I've always become a little bit more health conscious. Also, it all went to my neck, right? I started noticing, like, I was eating poorly, like having to eat McDonald's all the time and shit because of lack of options. It was going to my neck. It was turning into George Lucas and shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was
Just a
District
little
9.
turkey.
Oh, was it District 9?
Thinking it was District 9. Dan was with us.
Yeah, he was. Because he was playing Akuma.
Remember we were talking about that. Dan was District 9.
And for a second, I honestly thought Simmons would forget something. Just for a second.
Yeah, no, I did.
Just for a second.
But
So
he's
you
had
make
a
sure. Yeah, he's about yeah.
Cross elimination. What did we see? We saw it with Dan.
Dude, luckily I never had a kidney stone, right? I'm super lucky that I never had a kidney stone. I never had to go
His
through
kidney
it.
stones and his gallstones, and they both hurt like shit.
Yeah, gallstones is from your, isn't that from your gallbladder? Yeah.
Kidney stones.
And kidney stones are literal, the worst shit like a man can go through type of stuff. So yeah, I'm very super fortunate that hasn't happened. But yeah, over the past like at least 6 years or so, we've been very health conscious about how much sugar you're putting in your body and everything like that, cutting out juices and sodas and all that shit. So
I remember one time I was in the movies and nobody wanted popcorn. I was got a big ass bucket full of butter, just salt, and just drinking Coke. And I got home and packed it all up.
yeah,
Because I don't think I ate very much. So I'm like, I'm just gonna eat this whole bucket of popcorn.
and a whole bunch of Coke.
Yeah, and I just went home and popcorn and Coke.
It's the problem with too much access to something. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, all this is mine. Okay, let me consume all of it. You
Yeah.
don't really need to.
It's a lack of
And
realization.
it's like, dude,
But your
this
brain is like, hey, this is all mine.
This was $32. I'm gonna eat the whole bucket.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my money's worth, motherfucker.
I paid $32 fucking dollars. I'm eating the whole shit.
I'm not wasting my fucking money eating this shit.
I'm eating the whole damn thing.
Yeah. So now, what do I primarily drink? Just water.
Yeah.
If I'm thirsty, I just drink water.
Mm-hmm.
That is why you need to go to !free MVC2 and let the devs know how much you love Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Let Capcom and Marvel know that you guys like this game enough to bring it back. Because who knows, you could be stuck on some crazy food binge that could lead you in the hospital, if not absolutely dead, and instead you could have been playing Marvel 2. But you can't, because the game's in jail. You can't even buy it. That's why, Chad. That's why you should go to Twitter and retweet that tweet so we can hopefully get Marvel 2 back. Marvel 2 can save your life. There's a lot to do with this game.
Let's see those hashtags.
Oh my
Good
god.
point.
Hashtags.
Yeah. Anyway, Steve.
Let's hashtag, what was it? What's his name? Natsu Fuji.
Natsu Fuji.
Yeah, we got three
Natsu Fuji. That's how I say his name. Like
Three Natsu Fuji.
Natsu Fuji.
Hashtag that guy, man.
Steve,
He's in Twitter jail right
do me a
now.
favor. Take that arcade stick, go to exit, and
Well, you know what I'm
just press it.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, go to exit. I want you to go to the options of the game. Watch. Please. Go to the options of the game, option mode. I want you to take the difficulty of the game, and I want you to crank that motherfucker.
Let's go!
Crank it.
Yeah!
Uh-oh.
Oh, where's my,
Yeah. All right, everything else
Where's my
is good.
scrap paper? I got this hair coming off of the brush. I need to tighten this up. Where's my scrap paper at? Oh, there you are.
Marvel 2 is in blocking every single thing you do. How much of the AI have you played in Marvel 2, Steve?
In the arcade, we had it on full different.
Okay. I mean, in arcades, that's how you learn the combos.
Yeah,
Sorta. My problem with Marvel 2, Marvel versus Capcom difficulties, is that the harder it gets, they just block everything.
Yeah, it's not.
No, but they just stop letting you get hit.
No mix ups, no, Danny.
Yeah, it doesn't call for any of that shit.
There we go.
Back in the day, like, before
Just gotta roll the brush.
so you learn common. Imagine trying to learn an
Tighten it back up.
You have to learn it on the fucking computer or the guy you're playing with.
It blows my mind that motherfuckers figured out how to do ROM infinites, like ROM loops with Magneto in the arcade, without like a training mode. That shit is like, you had to play this game so fucking much, man. But I mean, it makes sense to me because I think I played Marvel 1 just about as much as that when it was arcade bound.
You would have to go to the arcade early when nobody was there and try it on the computer.
Yep.
Maybe put a credit on the other side and then try and stuff like that. There was a lot of things you had to do.
I love going to the arcade like in the middle of the day, like in the afternoon. There's
Nobody there, and you just get to practice. Yeah. You don't have to worry about like holding down so that your quarter will last you a little while.
Yeah, it's relaxing and shit like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun now. Pretty relaxing place that job.
Yeah, I would go to FFA when it was like opening, right? And it would just be the owners there, pretty much, and you'd have like a conversation with them and shit. Like I would just play like Third Strike and Street Fighter 4. Acting weird?
Well, R2 is kicking out cable, but
Oh, that was having this problem. Press start, go to button config. Yeah, switch partner A and partner B between the two.
oh, there you go. Yeah.
Just put partner B there.
Right,
Yeah.
There you go.
Hopefully it works.
There you go.
There you go.
Dude, that's not
Yeah, I was testing that stick with Kenny earlier, and I was like, what the fuck? Hypergraph.
You know, the shit that he's flying for right now, wait till I get like level 9.
Oh no, wait till you get to level 3. Yeah, they'll just block everything.
He's like, nah, you're not doing that.
Okay, thank you.
Trick me on the computer.
That's probably the only thing I can do against the computer is that you saw that block or I forget what it's called, block cancel or block thingy. Yeah.
Push block?
Push guard break, yeah.
Guard break, yeah. Computer will fall for guard break.
Yeah,
You know what? I think this wasn't.
Oh, it was Fanboys. Damn, you're right. Simmons is still looking up this movie we saw on the night of like Street Fighter 4 food bin.
It bothered me because I remember everything about that. I remember anything about the fucking movie. We saw like what movie is
Yeah,
that?
Fanboys was like,
Your
literally.
near-death experience was way more entertaining.
Yeah. That was about a bunch of kids that were huge Star Wars fans
That's the one that made me defend George Lucas and his entire respect on it. Because at the end of the movie, they give him a phone. I remember this vividly. I fucking saw the movie. They go to like a payphone for some fucking reason, and they call it George Lucas. And George Lucas literally said, and they asked him and said, hey, so what do you think of all the criticism and stuff like that of the film? And George Lucas literally says, I made the movie for me. Like, if they didn't like it, it's not my problem. I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. I made it for me. The end. And from that point on, I was like, I don't give a fuck what anybody said.
Alright, you got me.
I don't give a fuck what he said.
Good point. It was his money. It was his franchise. It was his thing.
To me, I'm like, how do you ruin your own movie? It's his movie. He created Star Wars. It was his idea.
Yeah.
He wanted it to go that way, and that's his idea.
I like
You
that.
don't ruin your own movie.
I like that.
Saying, yeah, okay.
At the end of it,
Star Wars.
it was like they get this kid to go because he has like I think he has terminal cancer.
Yeah.
So they're trying to like get a viewing of episode 1 before because he might not make it to watch it, right?
Yeah.
So they
Fanboys. Do I own that movie?
Lucasfilm, Star Wars,
Yeah, that sounds so familiar.
He gets to see the movie before it's out, and they're like, "What do you think about it?" And he's like, He's like, "It's okay."
He says chewy.
I like show roast.
That was a thing in the movie where like they. I haven't seen this movie since that night. I remember like the movie ends with, oh, what was the thing? It just goes chewy. And then at the end of the film, when they're actually watching it at the actual premiere, the trends already passed or whatever, they're like the last line of that film was like, what if it sucks?
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Wait, so what if this sucks?
What if it sucks? And then it just ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they let just a friend watch it.
Yeah. Like Lucas, yeah, he can't actually like he wasn't even in the movie. They just came out and said something from Lucasfilm was like, all right, George has agreed to let you
You do this.
let you do this. However, only he can watch it.
Yeah.
Well, they've done stuff like that. Recently they did that.
They did that for Avengers. Stuff.
Yeah, there was some of this terminal. I don't even think they made it.
Bessie, thank you.
I think they did. I think they did.
There was like this whole thing where like literally like 4 Disney reps, like a Disney rep and like 4 goons had to come to the house with like
Dudes?
yeah, with like hired goons. Literally with like a special player, like
Goons.
they come in, they hook it up, and they fucking left with it. Like no one's allowed to
Hire goons.
no, and like they literally made this family sign NDAs and shit about
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense. You know, honestly, all that
Especially the
makes
bigger
sense.
cities. Dude, when you have like Seth Rogen, he's like, yo, check it out, I got a sweet tattoo, the Jar Jar Binks.
He's gonna
He's gonna be awesome, you know.
That reminds me of the people that got the fucking Ford tattoos
Oh,
and shit.
Ford.
yeah, the fourth.
Oh my god,
Oh,
man.
I got young. Young.
Remember the cute little fuzzy thing that Chewie eats in the second new Star Wars movie? That are on like the island with Luke? The hordes. They're like little egg birds.
You mean the fourth?
The force cute animal, yes. But I do appreciate that Chewie ate one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Frankie, thank you for the 3 years. You know, I do appreciate that Chewie like consumed one live on stream. I'm sorry, on stream.
There was another thing like that. I think it was Smash Ultimate. Like someone was gonna not make it before Ultimate came out. Nintendo actually went in with like the latest build.
Well, that's actually pretty dope when Nintendo
Let
did
it
that.
take like a couple hours.
That's definitely, it sounds like an NOA thing.
But it was something like they weren't even gonna do. I think it was something Anime had to fight to do. Of course, MCL would be like, no, you must wait. Like, he's gonna die. You must wait.
Wait. He must wait. No, he must wait. But he's gonna die. Must wait. Must wait.
Sakurai really doesn't want anyone getting.
He's gonna die.
No,
I
must
really
wait.
doesn't want like any leaks coming out.
Did he die? I mean, I don't think he made it.
I think he did pass, yeah.
You know, Dragon Wolf Makoto, thank you. Ah, no worries. Yeah, look at this hyper team of Shumagorath and Dan that the computer has you going up against. Like, two of like the weirdest fucking characters in this whole game. First, thank you, dude.
Well, that's surprising. This character.
And Shuma always looks cool, right? So the funny thing about Marvel 2, and we should pay attention to this. Maybe I can actually switch between the systems a bit later. King Fisher, thanks for the bits, man. Marvel 2, some of the Marvel characters specifically have way less animation frames than they did in like Children of the Atom. Like Cyclops and Juggernaut and like a lot of those old characters, they have way more in-betweens for like a lot of their movement and anims than they do in this game. They actually cut out animation frames for several characters to fit everyone onto the GD-ROM disc that the arcade version had.
Okay, Max, I just need to know, where did you learn this?
I've been fucking looking at these.
The thing is,
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't just love Marvel 2. Like, my favorite fighting game series of all time is MTC, right? Just the Versus series in general.
Yeah.
So I wish I could tell you more about Marvel 2's development other than the stuff we've just seen over the years, but there's actually not a lot that's known about the development of MTC 2. Like, we really don't know, like, some of the choices they made, exactly, like, where did the Mingo come from? Like, we heard that these were Darkstalkers, characters for Darkstalkers 4, but we don't know, like... I truly like know way too much about this shit because like Capcom games have been a huge part of my life for way too long. But
And some of these rumors, I don't know if they're rumors or whatever, but like some people at Capcom USA are like, yeah, that's what I heard.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
some people, they know as much as
and
anyone.
that crazy part is that I would even ask people like Seth, and because he joined Capcom like 5-6 years after this game came out, I think they wouldn't even know. They'd be like, yeah, I think so. Like, I think I've heard that. We've run into spend. Oh yeah, he would like
He
to.
might, because he was consultant during this era.
Actually, I wonder if I could hit up.
He's old. I was amazed to find out he was so good. Oh, you think consultation work on Third Strike and
NBC One, yeah.
What?
Yeah, Chris was recently in some documentary for. Oh no, he was on that one Polygon article that talked about like the Versus series and
Yeah,
CBS.
and all of those stuff. I'm like, I've known this guy fucking ever from conventions. I just hang out with him.
He was also in the video game documentary that came out
Yeah.
from like Netflix or something.
Yeah, he was.
Junkie?
Yeah, the Netflix one. And I was like, I can't believe it. I didn't know this.
You see that?
Oh, cables and ice.
Yeah.
And then he goes like this. Tries so hard.
That's my favorite fist kick.
You totally kicked that coke
Good thing
in.
it was there.
I'm trying. I thought that the Coke can was going to be an unsuspecting Magneto. Sorry.
He just balled up and then just was like,
Yeah, that's a big stretch for that huge of a man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Sun. Well, no, Sun wasn't from a canceled Darkstalkers game. Sun's from an old Capcom
Yeah.
platformer.
And it exists on the Turbo graphics.
Yeah, like a really old, like late 80s, early 90s Capcom platformer.
Yeah.
Chad, I asked Max this before stream, and he's helping me this game, but which is the most execution-heavy Marvel game?
I'd say it's 2.
Like, out of all the Marvel verses, which one has the craziest execution to do crazy?
Like if you ask people like some of the craziest, hardest stuff to do in the game, like I genuinely feel.
Well, she kissed you.
And I can't
She
push
kissed
start.
you.
I can't push start.
That's not start, Steve. That's the PlayStation button.
And you see there, you see three.
Ah, shit. That's fine. Slap it. I'll do it. Slap it. I got it. Slap it. Slap it. Slap it. Hey, I got a button. There we go.
All right, we're good. Sorry.
We're in.
Yeah, we have to deal with this in the arcade a lot.
Steve, stop jizzing into the arcade station.
I remember being able to connect that sometimes. It's hard though.
Like I think like where's like some Magneto shit is insane, like execution.
Some Magneto stuff is pretty hard, but I don't think anything in MVC2 is as difficult as Sentinel refly combos.
Oh yeah, Sentinel.
They are Sentinel fly on fly type shit is so fucking hard that harder than MVC3 zero loops, dude. No, MVC3 zero loops require for like a tiger knee. Like they're not that bad. For anyone that's anyone, yeah, I think Marvel 2 has some of the most executional heavy shit that actually leads to crazy damage and stuff.
Dawson's up there. I'd say
Dawson's got some
almost the
crazy
same thing,
shit.
because he has fly on fly.
Yeah.
I can't imagine using Dawson. I don't know how people got good with it.
Justin Long has it
I
also.
can't even.
Did you fly the ice challenge? The ice has the
Oh yeah,
challenge?
Yates, I think Yates challenged Marlon Pie to do fly, unfly combos in like a year.
Yeah.
It's like you get a year or something like that.
A year.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers were learning this in the arcade.
I think somebody in the chat was like surprised that people were still learning these stuff.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You should see the shit that even Justin is supposed to know. Justin's like pulling up low tier teams and just finding like touch of death combos with
Yeah,
them.
I was watching that earlier today.
Yeah, that one with Jin, Ken, and Amingo is fucking super cool. And that's the cool part about like I keep telling people ratio is that ratio allows that to happen. You know, normally we would never fucking do that. This game's like figured out to the point where it's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna pick these characters, you know? Did Marlon Pie ever do it? I don't know. Someone will update me.
Yeah, 'cause that's
I wouldn't sit there and just watch somebody play in training mode for like that long. You know, that's some stupid shit.
Yeah, chat.
yeah.
All right, I have to sit down.
I got up. Max got up. He was like, ah.
Dear God.
Yeah. Yeah. Are those infinites in X-Men versus Street Fighter hard? Not really. No.
Super easy.
No, there's some corner infinites in X-Men versus Street Fighter that are dumb fucking easy, dude.
Some easy timing.
Like was doing a couple of them in the arcade version, so I didn't even have training mode. Like
I think your little cabinet back there, bro, it actually stopped you from doing it. Like there's a patch in it or something.
no, yeah, there was. I think this version uses the updated version of X-Men versus Street Fighter that took out some of the corner infinites.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
There's two different versions of X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Both not allowed.
Right? Like I don't get it. Like what the fuck? Why would they take that out? How dare they?
Oh, they're fucking toast. They get home. Maybe.
Ooh, so he's on the floor. Nice.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Oh, that sucks that way.
Honestly, understand her powers, even on like the wiki, it's fucking
Bionic powers.
yeah, it's like psionic powers, but it's telekinetic, but it's not.
It's not.
It's like it's so weird. Like her powers
I got
all over the place.
I have an infinite challenge for you, Steve. I did one against I think it was Sentinel and Juggernaut yesterday. That's different than the usual loop.
Good.
I want to see if you can do it too. I have to be so fucking fast with it that it's insane, and you can actually go faster.
Yeah.
Like I'll show it to you.
I can do infinites with Magneto, but I gave up. Like,
Yeah, I know.
So,
I mean, that's what I was saying. I'm like, Steve does this stuff to me, but he doesn't actually do the loops.
No.
He just resets me all the time.
yeah. There's at a certain point, I was like, you know what? There's really no point when I can reset and do way more damage faster.
Nobody did, yeah.
So,
Because the loop actually is like, it's a guaranteed amount of damage, but it will stop.
It'll
Yeah.
stop and it'll take forever, and it's not fun to do.
Yeah. Shockingly, MVC2 has a better infinite prevention system than Marvel 3. Believe it or not.
The reverse stun.
Yeah, there's Marvel 3 combos that it will take 75 in-game seconds because it does so little damage. And you just win via timeout. You get Dante or Nova to do their TAC infinites in the corner, and you're just gonna die because it took off so much in-game time
Yeah.
that by the time you died, 60 in-game seconds had passed, and there you go. Good fucking luck.
I mean, all this free MVC2 talk is really nice and everything like that, but when's free MVCI? Huh?
Steve,
What's going on?
MVCI is free.
Yeah.
Did you know that it's not in jail?
No, I mean,
That is not in jail.
in jail.
It's not
It's not new content. That's why I was
And
new content.
MVC2 is actually stuck in prison.
Yeah.
You can't buy it.
Yeah.
MVCI is freely available, and people still play it. You know, and buy new copies of it and shit.
But what about the new content? That's in jail.
Oh, well, I mean, that definitely was.
It has to exist to be in jail, Steve.
Oh, really? I think it does exist somewhere. That one of the dams aren't released.
Yeah, it exists in Street Fighter 5 now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you fucking buy it!
Yes.
Ah, slap it! Slap it hard! Slap it! Up hard!
There you go.
Yeah, really give it a
Slap it.
slap.
Slap it.
Give it a slap.
Slap it.
I'd fix that.
MVCI should have been free to play.
I completely agree.
It might have actually been
Would you want microtransactions in MCI?
Motherfucker, I will absolutely 100% take a fighting game that is free to play and there is like a battle pass. 100%. Like, make the characters technically fucking free and just allow people to buy customizable shit. 100%.
You play a lot more than you play Avengers, you know it? You fucking know it?
You fucking know it.
The only fighting game, most microtransactions to the point like, you know, like any other battle pass game has, where it's like you don't have to fucking buy it.
Yeah, it's cosmetic.
It's all cosmetic shit. But you get to choose and make your character look different ways and have cool different whatever. Like fucking whatever. The only game that's gonna do it is right now League of Fighters. 100%.
What about what Tekken did with Tekken Revolution?
That was the worst.
That's different. See, that's actual microtransactions because they limit what you can play per day. You're only allowed to play so much per day because you run out of the quarters.
The quarters, yeah,
tokens.
it's actually quarters for the game.
And once you're out, what happens?
It was like an arcade. That's what you're trying to learn.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right, but that was actual microtransactions where they are limiting how much of the game you can play, and you have to pay more to play more.
It was time.
bullshit.
It was time. You
Yes.
could play more, but you had to wait. That's all.
Well, I mean, that's the idea.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, if you want to play more, you gotta give us money.
Yeah.
How much did Tekken Revolution cost?
It was free. It was free. It was free, but it acted like an arcade game where they give you like so many tokens to play per day. No, that was something. That was Tekken 10. No, Tekken Revolution was a free-to-play version of like
It was like
Tekken,
one of
around
the-
Tekken Tag
It was
Tournament.
honestly one of the first microtransaction fighting games.
Yes.
Yes. It was
But they did it in a way that was supposed to emulate the arcade.
Yes.
And just made no fucking sense because people would run like you'd jump online and have a horrible fucking connection match, and that would take up your token, and you can't win.
I honestly probably spent about $100 on that game.
Well, they got you.
Yes, of course.
You paid more than full price because you paid arcade money. And yes,
And-
how much money have you dropped into Marvel vs. Capcom 2 over the years? Definitely a few $1,000. Just in quarters.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I mean, I can tell you right now, I've at least dropped at least $1,000 into Initial D version 1 and 2.
Yeah.
At least.
Hey, what's the game that got you? like legit got you and you're just spending stupid money.
Arcade money.
Yeah, arcade money.
Probably, I mean, I wasn't as good as you guys, but a lot of this, a lot of MVC2, the MKs.
I imagine Mortal Kombat 2 if you were probably
Oh yeah, especially when I was a kid. Like when I go to Vegas and all money. Damn, that was hard.
right.
Steve, fuck this thing. Hardest difficulty, whatever.
I told you guys, we had it on the hardest difficulty in the arcade, and we were just playing the shit out of it, so we didn't know what to do.
Cooked.
Cook that motherfucker.
I'd say.
Oh shit, was Steve playing story mode?
Soul Calibur 2?
Did I miss him fighting Abyss? Oh shit, I did.
See how far I can get on one, and then or if I needed more.
I didn't know he was playing.
I definitely I put the most money in arcades into Marvel 1, into Third Strike, CBS 2, and Initial D 1, 2, and 3.
Tekken the car.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money on that.
I spent a lot.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money on that. And then wasn't there, like you were saying, the Soul Calibur, what's the one that had your characters can be in the
Soul Calibur 2.
That was 2, okay, so
Lionheart Justin, thank you.
so you would power up your characters and then let them fight other people in real life.
Yeah, like, well, it would turn your character into like an AI, and your nation would represent certain sides. They try to get your nation to beat other nations.
Right, and then you would actually take over like the whole world.
The cars and Dr. Doom. Cool.
That's badass.
Yeah, that's a cool squad.
I love this picture so much.
Yeah.
One for the JJ.
I probably actually spent way too much money on a game called War. It was
War.
War Assault.
The Grid?
No,
But it was like it was like
War.
Yeah, but it was War
It
something.
was basically a follow-up.
Yeah, Fall Off the Grid.
And
It's the one with like had the girl and then had this big robot looking cyber
you would run
guy.
around. No, it wasn't War Guys. You would run around the arena.
Like War Final Assault.
Yeah, it was
I
like
think it was
War
War Final Assault.
Google that shit right now. But yeah, you would run around. You would have like
It could be a first person or third person too.
yeah.
He had a big he had a big light stick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lionheart Justin, thanks for the 10 gift subs, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Then, you know what? I would love to get like an actual breakdown of the story of MVC2 from like the devs at some point.
Yeah.
If some random strategy guy actually has like a story about it.
Was at Galloping Ghost.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah, they have everything.
Yeah.
Well, Galloping Ghost had the grid and the war game.
Yeah.
The only game I actually probably put the most money into an arcade. You wouldn't know by looking at me. DDR.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah, that's true. I spend a lot of fucking money on
We
DDR, man.
both spend a lot of money.
And it's like $1 per game.
Well, no, it was $1 for 3 songs.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it would, that would
Well,
last
you
you.
had to make it.
Well,
You had to win.
if you didn't win, it was get the fuck off the
Yeah,
stage.
some machines were mean. They're like, we didn't win the song.
Yeah, dude, original DDR was cruel.
Yeah.
Like the first Dance Dance Revolution release would make fun of you if you weren't doing you so absolutely perfect. Oh my god, Arashi!
Oh shit.
Holy shit, man! Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, DDR1 was super aggressive, and people like felt really down. Yeah, and that was the one I got good at, motherfucker. That was the one I played.
Yeah, seems you're right. War Final Assault.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, we said that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Yeah, like San Francisco Rush. That series I put a lot of money into.
Yeah.
I like it
Because you had your code.
yeah, you have your code. And Family Fun actually had an online version. There was an online.
There was a network version
There was
of
a
San
network,
Rush?
a San Francisco Rush. And it would team you up with other people, and it was fucking awesome. And people would take the shortcuts and stuff like that.
Holy shit!
It was an early network version of San
I had
Francisco
no
Rush.
idea.
I would love to stream DDR, but we gotta fix that for this.
Yeah, our
I mean, I
machine.
played a lot of San
TV
Francisco.
is- TV's broken.
It's the monitor.
Alpha 2.
So when I was working at Tilt, I always saw this one guy. Who would go to the arcade and have a fucking quarter belt. Like it was like.
Oh yeah, yeah. The arcade combat gauntlet.
Yeah, Gauntlet.
Yes.
Or Gauntlet, and he would just play it all fucking day.
Yeah, there would be some older gentlemen that for the early 2000s looked like they did nothing but play Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, and these guys would walk in, I swear to God, with like their like D&D like fucking stashes and shit, and they would go to the arcade and they would just prop up. They would have chairs,
Yeah.
and they would sit down at fucking Gauntlet and Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Yeah!
And they would play. These guys would be on that shit. These kids were like in their like 40s to 50s.
Oh my
They would
God.
be there forever. Like,
Like playing the shit out of it.
And you know what's crazy too? The characters were probably all super.
their characters are like level 999 and shit. Yeah, it was.
Crazy fucking
I mean, you only ever saw one of those dudes. You know what I'm talking about, Chad.
The
The
Chad was
super
a-
hardcore
like
college
one
guys.
guy.
Yeah.
It was always one guy.
Yeah.
He would be there and he would tear up that game, man. He would literally be the guy that funded that game to be there. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be fucking crazy, man.
And then you get like the sports heads, the dudes that came always back for like NFL Blitz.
Yeah,
Guys that had all their codes and shit for NFL Blitz and the
Yeah.
midway, the midway crowd.
Yeah,
is
who
what I
put
would call it.
codes in NFL Blitz? Who would do that? Who? Who? Codes?
Oh, Chad.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you. I found a relic. I was taking some stuff out of the garage. The garage.
Okay.
Located something. Located.
How are you trying to make?
Yeah, I found it, dude. It like fell down, and I was like, oh my god, we kept this. Chad. Nerfed and homeless will work for buffs. Signed, Strider, hear you.
Now can you
Nerfed and
name?
homeless.
Can
Oh,
you
that's
name
right, that was
where
the
that
one.
comes from?
I
Where
don't
does
know where this comes from.
Chat, where does that come from?
Uh-oh.
Does anyone know?
Where's the Lord?
Where this
Yeah.
rock comes from?
Who knows?
Lord, Chad.
Who knows where that's from?
And this is saying it here. Gotta say which episode of Assisty was.
Yeah.
Go to you.
Obviously,
right
this means
now.
that you can guess that, Chad. You gotta tell me which one.
I don't know which episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. This part. I think
Simmons is pumped.
I did.
You did?
I think it was me or Mike. Mike's also an artist too.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's fucking solid.
All right. Some people know.
Some people know. People know. People know.
They
Oh, they know.
Oh, people know. Oops. All right, let's play a little bit more Marvel Super Movie like
This is the third close back cigar. Man, how much longer do I have to go? I can't even go. They won't even let us go.
Which one?
Yeah, it was Retro Assist
They're
Me,
closing a cigar.
episode 3.
That's right.
It's episode 3 because it's the one before.
Right
This is my favorite Marvel
Yeah.
Tuesday.
It's because it's when Wesker's on the way to the gym.
Yeah.
Period.
This is my favorite Marvel Tuesday.
You had too many disguise.
It's so pretty. Like the color, I really love the color balance in the background of Marvel
I
Studies.
just want to go to that amusement park. It looks fun.
Poor
Lionheart Justin. Next
poor Mike was trying to like get me to pronounce it correctly because he knows Spanish way more than me.
Oh, I'll bring it up.
But I kept flubbing up the line. Hey, hijo, hijo, hijo de la chingada. Oh, hijo de la chingada.
It's like son of a bitch.
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
it.
Hijo, which is son. Yeah.
Hijo.
This is-
Hijo or
Hijo.
hijo. Hijo de la chingada.
There's E and the word ho. Hijo.
Oh, it might be episode 2. I might be fucking.
Oh.
Hijo de la chingada.
Let me see one like this. Yeah.
It might. That's
rocking off.
Oh, it's actually 4. Everyone was wrong.
Everyone was wrong. Yeah.
Everybody was wrong.
I knew it was on the way to the finale. I didn't think it was.
episode 4.
Wow, y'all suck.
We suck too, apparently.
Whatever. But bro,
We suck.
you of all people have the best of excuse of like how much of a blur that production was.
Hang on a second, Jeff. Let me put this thing. I think you can actually watch this. Hold on. I don't know what the hell this is on. There it is.
Huh.
Do a quick delay of you guys, and we'll watch this thing.
Two Gs.
Crazy ass thing that I found. Alright, hang on a second. Let me fire it up. It is. The video's not muted? Damn it, the video was
Look at the
muted.
sign.
Video muted. This is the scene that it comes from. So when Strider was running at the worst time. One time, bro.
You put me off on Nintendo.
Yeah.
There it is.
Arms for the nerf, sir.
Here. What are you doing in my town? When did you get out?
I just got
I just got out, sir.
Time to go back.
Dude, look, this is how it starts. It's in our Strider. We gotta do something.
Don't worry, guys. Doom's on it.
On it. What do you have in mind?
Fighters. That was the greatest game I saw.
What the fuck?
Thanks a lot, weirdo. Oh, it's okay, man. At least we have to say Strider.
My favorite editing gag that I did with this shit was when Doom shows up, the music kicks in, right? But when he's off screen, it goes away. When he shows up again, the music kicks in. It's like he's got a speaker on or something. Anyway, alright, so go back. Oh my god.
It was like $50 to rent that somewhere.
Yes, that sombrero was expensive as fuck. It was like $50 to get a good looking sombrero. I was like, Jesus Christ, our budget. That's our budget.
No, and I'm eating.
It's just a gag, man. Yeah, we didn't get tacos that night.
Yeah.
How many is this? Fuck! Jesus. Thanks, TV. Fuck me. Alright, let's actually play some matches. How many assists do you have over there? Assist me? Yeah. Countless. Jesus. Jesus Christ, Simmons, can we even count them? How many SSBs were there? Season 1.
4.
Doom,
Wesker.
Doom, Wesker, X-23, Jill.
Yeah.
Season 2, Deadpool.
We were reading about that before season 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. Ultimate was 6.
4 or 6. How many did we scoop? There's a bunch.
I think there was 4. Ultimate Assist Me had, Jesus Christ, Chad. Help us out here. You remember better than we do. How many fucking episodes of Ultimate Assist Me did we do?
Chad, tell us, old man, how many seasons were there? How many episodes?
What was the first episode of Ultimate Assist Me?
No, Ultimate?
Yeah.
Ultimate was Strider.
Okay. There was Strider,
Yeah.
there was Virgil, there was Rocket Raccoon, and there was Phoenix Wright. 4. There was 4. Okay, so now we're up to 8.
Yeah.
And then season 2, we had 4 more. We had Deadpool, and then after Deadpool was fucking what?
Chris.
Deadpool, Chris, Taskmaster, and that was later.
It is old.
Taskmaster is 1, and then we have 1 more.
Ghost Rider. Yeah, Ghost
Oh
Rider.
Jesus, I think we did 6, dude.
And Phoenix.
Because we have Wesker as well.
Yeah.
We did do 6 episodes for Ultimate. Fuck, dude, we didn't get paid a lot to do that. we definitely had very little budget to do 6 episodes.
I think we did have 6.
Yeah, we did have 6, because I named 4.
Yeah.
And 2 more. There was 10, and
Phoenix
then...
and Voidril.
And we had Phoenix in season 2, so there's 4 more for season 2, so there's 14. By the way, 14 episodes, not even a year has passed.
You guys
Not even a year has passed. And then we got into Retro Assist Me,
Yeah.
which had 4 episodes in Retro Assist Me. And then we had, we technically had 4 complete filmed episodes for season 3, but only 2 ended up making it. Only 1 technically, because it was just Dante.
Yeah.
Ended up surviving. It was just Dante. Yeah. Everyone else.
Oh shit, I'm erasing the music
So where we're at
notes
now, the Modoc episode was the
What
Taskmaster
about
episode.
from the Panda Man.
So those are different. To me, those are like offshoots. But then there's Killer Instinct Assist Me,
Yeah, that's true.
and then there's the Injustice Review, which is
Justice
Justice,
1 and
and then Injustice 2, and then there's the Mortal Kombat Assist Me's,
Yeah.
because there was 3, and those were full movies, so there's a fucking lot.
Yeah.
And then we just did one, right? And then we just did one, not even like less than a year ago.
We had Predator and Alien, and then we did like the Scream.
Oh, Evo Assist Me as well.
Evil Assist Me.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's one for Smash, and then I did.
And then Simmons had his own series for Smash Me.
Four of those.
There's been a lot. Need more. I know, Chad. I know. I get it. Need more. Hey, you know what? If Marvel 2 comes back,
There's a sombrero.
yeah, that's why we did.
Yeah, the one on the tree. Looks exactly like one.
What? You're right. It actually looks awkwardly similar.
It's really
It's
the
a
one on
little
the
bit
tree. The one on the tree.
Well, it was a reference, Chad. We were referencing
If
the
they-
VCU.
Yeah.
If
he
they
got the sombrero
free-
on the cactus.
If
Oh, you should have got a cactus and then like Sim's gonna like.
shut up, Kenny.
Wow.
I can't go back 10 years ago.
Who wasn't in that collection?
If they free Marvel vs. Capcom 2 chat, I'll host live fucking tournaments. We would do like potentially a ratio tournament and like a top tier tournament for Marvel 2, like through Twitch. I would fucking do that for free.
I would say my biggest regret was going to cost money, and I was willing to start putting up the money for it, but interest in the game died so hard and so fast that it just didn't become a thought after a while. Was for Hellboy and Injustice.
Oh yeah, the Injustice Hellboy episode.
I had an Injustice Hellboy, so I had this whole fucking thing planned out,
Yeah.
even written.
It had a good gimmick too.
Yeah, because so for Hellboy was going to be, I was going to play Hellboy. It was going to be expensive. I had looked it up. I had budgeted it.
Like for the makeup.
Yeah, and everything. We're going to get a farm and everything. And basically, like, Hellboy was going to show up at Max's house and say, like, oh, he had heard something about, like, you know, he got a call for some paranormal activity. Showing up, Max like, I didn't make any call. And then, like, Benny shows up and starts talking. Oh, you're here. Thank God. You know, yeah, we definitely had some issues here. And then, like, Hellboy looks down at Benny. He goes, pause. And Max like, yeah, what? Because he's like, Max thinks
That's normal.
He's like, yeah, but that's normal. He's like, no.
No, that's not normal.
No. Then he just walks in, and the whole thing was that Benny was trying to get Hellboy to get rid of the Scrub Lord. And there was, I don't know, I don't know anything I talked to you about it, Kenny. I was going to see if Tess was going to be cool with playing the fire blazing chick from the movie Selma Blair, I think. Yeah, whoever plays her.
This is still ours.
And
This is the versus one.
basically, Hellboy was just going to be lounging around Max's house, like drinking all his beers.
Hey, Jake, kid.
And the reason was because he had a fight with his wife, and while he was just trying to avoid going home. And then it turns out that there was going to be a haunted game that's causing Scrub Lord to appear. It was a fucking N64 cartridge of Biofreaks. And we were gonna
Yeah, the Scrub Lord existed because of his physical entrapment was a copy of Biofreeze on
Biofreaks or
N64.
something like
Yeah.
that was causing all like the pain and discomfort in the house. And there was gonna be like this short long battle between like
Bro, you just want to grab
I'll play myself. I'll play myself. You guys don't want to play games.
And I remember
You beat the game.
the last gag of the Hellboy episode was gonna be like,
Sure.
kind of like a play on like, oh, my work here is done. It's like we hardly did anything, but Hellboy was like, all right, you're good to go. You know, you're good here. And he's like, where are you gonna go now? Max was gonna say, where are you gonna go now? I'm like, I gotta go to the White House. Apparently, like the Nazis are trying to take it over. And I was like, is this $2? Because that's like the Hellboy plot is that he fights Nazis a lot. Now he was gonna like, I gotta head to the White House. Apparently Nazis are trying to take over.
Did this go too far?
That was,
You know what needs to be done, Max? Max needs to do an episode of Reiki Assist Me. I think Max needs to Reiki Assist Me. I want to know what Max is. Why is Max's favorite assist me? What's your favorite assist me?
I wonder. Why is every assist unique?
Pushing a single button.
They're all different buttons. Every single one is unique.
When did you change your buttons?
What the hell?
Reiki Assist Me would be fucking awesome. Right, Max?
You rate the assist me.
I'll rate this assist me.
Yeah, because Steve has some fucking what?
Can't change anything.
Steve, please. That was mine I was talking about, by the way. I was looking at crazy controllers on the player.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Steve,
Yeah.
he's Mega Man X all over again.
Yeah, I definitely haven't touched any of
What
those.
do I do?
Right or left? Yeah.
Right.
I don't know exactly.
Just try it.
Fine.
It was fine.
And
And
then
saw every single thing was very deep.
Weird.
Not every single thing is.
That's a bug, actually. That
Or
is.
is it a feature?
It's
Here,
an Easter egg. It's an Easter
now
egg.
switch it back.
It's an Easter egg. Cat, what's your favorite Assist Me episode? I'm very curious. Mine is definitely Retro Assist Me. I think that was like the most
Thank you.
fucking funniest.
That's good. I should watch them all. Nope.
That was the most funniest, entertaining fucking Assist Me in my opinion.
Wow, I should go.
That is weird because that wasn't happening before.
No.
I was getting here. Let's just go. Steve was able to pick both
Predator.
assists.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
Assist Me.
Sayaka time.
All the outtakes were fucking hilarious.
The holiday special.
Wow, the Killer Instinct Assist Me. Interesting.
Thank you. It was all Aunt Jessica.
What?
And like a small Doom appearance was in the kill race
Yeah,
position.
Oh, wow.
I was very involved. That one, most people say,
Wow, a lot of people like the Predator one.
Predator was fun. Predator had a fun premise. You know.
The rat battle one. I don't know, I just like running around in the fucking jungle or fucking.
We were literally running around in the woods with big guns.
Dumb shit.
Yeah, far enough away from the road.
We had fucking flies everywhere.
Oh my god, my legs.
Yeah.
I remember I wore shorts, my legs were fucked. I got bit like 900 times. I got bit a million times.
Wow.
Fucking flies.
Fucking flies.
Fucking flies.
Got bit
Jason
1
Street.
million.
I think the reason why Jason Street was so good is it was organic.
Nobody knew what was happening.
It was like it was the most random.
Yeah, we just hyped it up and people had no idea that we would get
And then people were like, what?
tied up on stream.
They're like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we at Max's kitchen?
Weird.
Oh, guilty gear assist me was good. You're back.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. You're not using Fran's assist. I'm sorry, I pulled it as assist.
we had some ideas for our Dragon Ball episode.
Yeah, it didn't have a good enough hook.
Oh, that's right. You talked about this, right? In the Resident Evil one.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were at the land.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, we were
Lot of production.
Yeah, super freaking on that day. We were really trying to go in on that. Oh, that guy? Yeah, right? Like, what? Don't you know? Oh, man. That was close. Martin plays up the tree. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Come on. Make Kenny pause. Makes sense to me. I'm weird. He was obviously died. Obviously. I can only play one character, and that's me. Man. You should already know that.
figure out why that stick is not doing the thing it's
Yeah,
been
it's
doing.
not.
Let's unplug it and plug it back
Oh
in.
wait, maybe because if you hit the R3 to L3, I think this thing.
Well, it's glowing.
No, those are just those buttons.
I remember there was a stick.
The glow is for player 2. Hold on a second. Here, you just unplug it and plug it back.
Microphone finish.
Okay.
Like the same as
Yeah, everything was all like.
And even though he changed it, it would still be wonky. Oh, bye, thank you.
Oh, five?
What? There's no issues.
No issues.
There's no issues.
No. None.
So this game is officially how many years old?
20.
21 almost. Actually, 21 years old.
21 years old.
Are you working out when you were in your 50s?
Still the same?
They're still saying, they're only that deep. You see something?
I'm 52 today.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Chat, does anyone know?
Every single button is the same key.
Yes, it went on board. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let's
Let's hold it up to drink then.
It could be
Okay,
because.
I'm gonna try this now. Wait.
Buy this even beer.
What buttons are registering those two attacks? Are those like R1?
Every single one of these is doing this. Is that one?
Z, I think. Every
Right.
single one of those is mapping to Z.
You try something
None
now.
of these four are mapping to C.
Well, the weird part is that why is it ZC?
That's what I would like to know. So I'm like, that's Saturn bullshit.
Go back there to button click again.
Or let's see. That's one. I think I figured. I think I did something. I might have changed.
Need a map.
Ooh.
Okay.
Does the ZC thing always happen? Play Filipino rules Marvel 2? Yeah, that's where you turn the damage on the lowest.
damage to 1, yeah.
Oh, well, apparently it changes the game a lot. Like, it makes the Magneto not that great.
Well, because everyone has
The people don't die fast anymore.
Oh, okay. This is me.
What's gonna be cool on the thing? Is it R1 and L1?
R1, L2, L2.
Yeah, I don't know. What are the two assist buttons?
R1 and R2.
R1 and R2. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Chat. Does anyone know on the Brook Wingman? If you can set the trigger buttons to be the L and R buttons. There is a setting on this adapter that allows you to do that. You know, where you can get those buttons to register correctly. Because right now it's not registering the what's it called? The bumpers as triggers.
Yeah, you are player 2, right?
Yeah.
I've had this thing working just fine when I was player 1. I used to switch to player 1 and player
Here, hang on a second. Let me see something. I'm gonna make it. Oh, by the
See,
way,
that's what I did. I tried to make you one of those settings.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Move. I think that move alone.
Barely turned 19.
Public,
Fucking Zoomers!
Bible study.
It's on PS4 now. Let me try unplugging and plugging it back in.
Oh, God.
That was my back.
I had leg day today. It's alright.
You were saying you were player 2.
You didn't skip leg
Player
day?
3.
Well,
I wish I would.
I was playing the computer.
Yes, it was fucking working for Steve. Dude.
Yeah, I was playing the computer and I was playing as player 2. I could have sworn I was player 1.
So yeah, chat. Does any crazy Marvel heads know why does player 2 register Z and C? Is that because it's registering a arcade stick and not a controller?
No, Stan.
You know what I just realized? Hold on, the lights on this thing are different.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Tech issues every night. Shut the fuck up! You shut the fuck up! Who do you think you are? You ain't talking like that. You watch your mouth around here. Who watch yourself?
Who do you think you are? I am.
You snappers have everything all ready to go.
Yeah.
You stuff it, it's all Good, you used to put quarters in the machine to play video games.
Oh my god.
It is actually. Is that one in box? It might need to be updated.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Oh god, somebody. It just went by. I saw it.
Wingman has arcade stick and pad modes. Share plus triangle or share plus cross. Okay. Arcade stick or pad mode. Let's go to pad mode and we'll do
Share plus cross. Hold on a second, Kenny.
That mode.
Shut the fuck up, Kenny. You shut the fuck up.
Do it. Yeah, go ahead. It's a bad mode.
Fuck up. I don't want you guys. You shut the fuck up. You two shut the fuck up.
No, you shut the fuck up.
What was it? Wingman has arcade stick. Share plus triangle or share plus cross?
Bing. Is it cross or at?
Hey, I think I got it.
share plus pad man.
Hey!
I got it.
Another six.
Yeah, that was it. Chat, you're brilliant. I don't know how the fuck you do it. I don't know how you do it, Chat. Who was that guy? I noticed on mine I had a different light on. Mine was green. His was a red light. And I was like, why the fuck is going on?
And Steve had a blue light.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up,
Steve
Kenny.
had a blue light.
Thank you. Who was that? Who was that? That was
Steve's light.
Maru Maraball. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That was exactly
You guys
it.
ever taken a blue light to a bed in Vegas?
No. Have you?
No. Me too.
Have you?
I'm afraid to do that. Some people are, germaphobes like.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I don't blame them, but like.
I'll take
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, I'll take the ignorance as bliss there.
They should put the blue light after. I go up there, you know what I'm saying? It'll be nothing.
That's literally perfectly
It'll
clear.
be perfectly clean. And it was sweet.
It's just you go to sleep.
Just go to sleep and I wake up and
You got a little smile.
That's my pillow. On my pillow. On my pillow.
That was a black light. That's also confusing. What are you talking about? Blue light stuff.
As soon as there's a special blue light, it sees parts.
Yeah. Right? Like, black light. Okay.
Alright, this should all be a functional.
Impressive. Like, it's better than half of this room.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. That's enough. You got punched in the face. Oh. What they guys? So what? What would they lie up from? Please.
all those millions of sacred unborn children.
Sacred unborn. Jesus, Civic.
Every is sacred.
And the key. They will respond to a different person. Whoa. Thank you, run away. Holy shit. Whoa. Yeah, rush down. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. You know, be changing with if you had like a mad feature. It was so disgusting. Bullshit! One more thing, one more.
I was waiting.
You guys are extremely dangerous when you get fireworks. Because
Yeah, you do see them.
protect Ken as soon as you tell me to murder him. Just do it. Ah! Nothing you can do as soon as you tell me you're gonna check him out.
No, nobody worse than Steve, man.
What? Hi, Chad. It's Wilson and Chris's family. Wow! Oh, going right through it.
Yeah, that's what's
God. Bullshit!
Thank you.
Oh,
Street Fighter.
I love
That's awesome.
you make your 8 stick button matching. You should talk to Jessica. Because she actually
She falls asleep to it.
She used to go to sleep. And me and Max playing Third Strike. Playing Third Strike.
Yes, we
Beating each other off.
We beat each other up all night. Ow! 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 Jessica went to sleep.
Ow!
First strike marble, MVP. Oh! Oh!
No!
Ow! Light kick.
Heavy punch.
I thought it was Call of Duty gun.
Both. Yeah, JJ would fall asleep to Call of Duty 4.
That was hurt by yourself, though.
Not leave alone, but yeah, when
beat yourself.
we'd be sitting there in the room, in like the living room, just playing the shit out of like Third Strike or Marble 2, and JJ would pass out like immediately. She's like,
But I mean, there's no arcade stick in fucking Call of Duty.
no, but it's like bang, 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 shooting.
I guess it's not. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's online!
Granada!
I'm fooling you, the airborne!
Your sister.
I'm fooling!
Your sister.
Bro, so you make the hashtag NEC2, and you go back to PlayStation 3 to play it.
Good.
And I realized how nostalgic I was getting just for playing like PS3 games. I just fired up randomly my fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I'm having so much goddamn fun. Like,
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is crazy.
Modern Warfare 2 was just having so much fucking fun. Shooting motherfuckers, things were accurate, like the flag wasn't even there. No one was like glitching, like there was no fucking hackers and shit. It was fucking, I know, I remember that guy. I played like fucking 5 games, and there was no hackers. I was amazed. And I was just having fun.
UAV is online.
Yeah. All the Duty again.
Odd 4.
Yeah, OG Pop 4.
Oh, wow.
Are you thinking he's online? I will fuck up. I will fuck up.
Oh.
You can't fall asleep to us playing Warzone because inevitably you'll be finally woken up by like your date rate.
But that'll get my headphones.
Yeah, you'll be in the microphone.
Oh my god, I shot that guy! What is this shit? I hit him 5 times! He was the red eye number!
Whoa.
Yeah.
Although I don't rate anyone who do this, unless it's someone blows my chopper. That's money kind of over.
What? My chopper didn't touch anything.
Yep. I'm chopper right now.
I shot that guy 15 times! Ah!
11,000 times.
Where you going, Jen?
Yeah, because Chris gets murder boners. He's stabbing someone.
So is Jin a reference to Akira? Is that what's going on?
Jin is like a direct reference to a Sentai, like, Power Ranger-y manga character. Like, he is, like, almost a one-to-one referential recreation of other stuff in Japan at the time.
Oh, okay.
Cyberbots. Yeah, he's from Cyberbots, but, like, what they modeled him from is, like, another guy that looks just fucking like him. Right, but isn't him. Cyberbots.
Yeah. Oh, virtual not.
Yeah, virtual cops.
Yeah.
I got Bison was ripped straight out of some manga.
Yes, like, most of these iconic Capcom characters are just from other things.
Also from a movie, from an old Kung Fu film.
Yeah.
The guy was like a German and Indian guy with long arms. So,
No, you have to be kidding. Is that
yo, Nightcrackler.
Where is this? Is she in the bed or is she in the crib? This is amazing. This is amazing. Chat, I'm looking at my daughter sleeping, not on top of my wife, which happens very infrequently. She's passed out, and we have a baby monitor on her right now. So, you gonna wait for her to wake up?
Wow.
You're just gonna see how long this lasts. Wow, you did it. Did you just lay it down? Oh, little girl. Little girl. Baby baby's actually sleeping alone. She's 1 year old now.
She's like, I'm an adult. I'm an adult.
I'm a strong, independent baby.
Jane's based on like a common rider type of thing. Yeah.
Knockout.
He knocked out.
Yeah.
We took her to the pediatrician. She is not like gaining weight like a ton. She only gained like 1.5 pounds since the last time we went there 3 months ago. But she's long. She's very tall. She is growing in vertical direction a bit faster. And we're like, dude, we feed this baby so much food. And then like that just works like that sometimes. You're fine. It's not unhealthy or anything. She's just not like gaining weight super fast.
Some babies grow up and some grow out.
Yeah, she is going straight up.
Some grow out and then up like Trenton. Like he was like kind of chubby in high school, and then he's like boom, and he's turned to 6'3"
And then
now.
we all went up and up, and then some people go up and then out.
I just went up.
And JJ would be, what's going on? If we stop playing games, Jessica will wake up, what the hell? What's going on? Are we okay? All right, 3, 2, 1. Eat this. There's some Plants vs. Zombies.
You go to Babies R Us. You have them here in the United States. Oh, no, baby. No, you can't get them yet. See,
We don't have babies.
Babies R Us is now closed. You cannot get a baby.
Repeat that to the
Fuck that guy.
I got it. That's where I got my baby. Got my dog from Babies R Us.
Your character doesn't fucking die.
Alright. Okay, hope projectile ship. One.
Fuck me. One that bitch dead.
I got zombies though. Yeah. You know, zombies.
You know what? Like,
I don't know.
we were talking like during the intro. You know what was exciting back in the day? When the characters were unlocked, they were silhouettes.
Oh, an idiot.
So when this game first came out,
You had no idea.
thank you.
Oh my god, the last hit.
Yeah. But like in the intro for Marvel vs. Capcom, like you would have to like, oh, who's that silhouette? Oh, I think that's this person.
Who's that Pokemon?
Literally, that's what it was. And I remember you would go to different arcades, and different arcades would have different characters unlocked. And you'd be like, oh, this like the excitement of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 when it first came out was very weird. Like some people didn't
Hate it.
we didn't, yeah, some people it was hated, loved, and like the jank stuff wasn't figured out. Only
Pikachu!
The ill shit was literally Guile in the game.
Yeah, Guile and Iceman were crazy.
Yeah, there was a hot shit early on. This Guile could do a air combo into a super. Iceman could do a fireball. Holy hell. Guile can connect like a couple punches into Sonic Boom Super. He can almost do an infinite off the throw. Yeah, if he didn't roll. And I remember when Cable, like, oh, Cable's garbage. And then some fucking.
No, bitch!
Then some wizard, like, figured out Guile's Cable hop and it was all over. But in the beginning, like, oh, Guile's.
Yeah, I was talking to Chad about this. It's like why ratio stuff and Justin figuring out mid-tier teams is so cool because this game never had a chance to figure out the mid-tiers. Right? People within like the first month or two figured out what was crazy fucking good, and it remained crazy good until this day. You know?
Until this day.
It's still like the best shit in the game. So it got better. Funny enough, like characters ended up getting actually better. But the mid tiers of Marvel 2 really, the Daily Motions never had a chance to like grow up. Like they just always remained like, oh, this is just that game where most of that roster you don't play if you want to win, you know? But that's what's cool about it is that if you do shit like ratio, you actually have to think about it. And you're like, huh, wow, yeah, it could actually, this character has a tool that might be good. It's genuinely a fun ass way to play the game. We're not even doing ratio right now. We're just fucking.
Just fucking.
I'm snapping the fuck Psylocke in so fast.
Yeah, are you?
So
I'm
fast.
gonna try the thing and see if I can remember it.
What's that assist?
Ah! Oh, super? Okay. Ha Yeah, you can. Damn you and your moves.
Proton cannon! Yeah, not using 7 points, but yeah, man, like, this,
Well, it's like,
that's on two. You want to talk about some buffs and nerfs, chat? There was top tiers to the top tiers, but what Justin plays characters now, it's hard to tell.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of
No, he
animation.
doesn't have a lot. I don't think they gave him anything. Because, was he ever? What game was he in?
Oh, this is good. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Remember,
He's
like,
from Philadelphia.
yeah. We just take a look right now.
I gotta live.
No.
Oh, I'm trash!
Oh God.
Who the fuck turned that on? Danny, what's your problem? Oh my god. Why are you fucking with the audio?
They're here for a second. What happened?
And then a combo breaker for you, man.
Yeah,
Sure it is.
That's not me from doing anything. Yeah, like, oh god.
Same thing too. Proton cannon!
That sucks. Everybody's in there, I guess.
I like the chat. I heard it. They're going good.
This is the only game with the ratio system? I mean, it's fan-made. There's no official anything.
It's the official bad name. That's what you thought.
I mean, you can also wait until we actually play it on stream.
But that would take forever now. Oh man, I'll forget. What were we talking about? For what?
Man.
Yeah, it's up there. Exclamation point ratio chat. Oh, maybe stand, thank you.
You know, man, right? You do things.
It hurts. They hurt my brain. I have to learn them. Yeah. On my stream, like some guy was going absolutely insane with Ruby Mark. She can track me so heavy with her this weird
Yeah, they gross.
yeah, no, it's not the ghost, it's the this shit.
Yeah, yeah. You can just spam it.
Lord.
You can just spam it. It does good shit too.
Yeah, and with the right helper, you can't move. Like, my best fucking characters were just locked
Not
out.
learning from Dustin Long. Dustin Long got it ridiculous. Yeah, like I said, like, yeah, I think ratio would definitely breathe some new life into this game.
Oh my god damn. Okay.
There's jumps.
Ow.
There was only, once there was the top tiers in there were only a few. Really like anybody else. Yeah, there's like, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
sorry, boy.
Oh, wow, okay.
I think Steve's going to turn into a new rap song.
Why not Fuji?
Yes.
He's in jail right now? Free not Fuji. You're not Twitter person, Jack. Make that hashtag work.
Good work.
What? The thing, lady. There you go. There. They connect. Enjoy.
That's crazy, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hell yeah, Ultra Zero. Spare that shit. But that nice shit. Oh. Oh.
Bonus, baby! That song was fire, dude. Bonus, baby.
He died.
No!
Bonus, baby!
Yeah. Wow, no. What, 2 seconds?
There's no chip.
That happened.
You.
You were stopped.
I was not.
You were stopped. I was stopped.
That's not happening again. Charlie, I almost
Oh
forgot.
no, don't do it. Just don't do it.
I thought you know she was in the game.
Man, he's still going.
Oh yeah, that fucking word. Okay, so it was her and I think June. That was a trap.
Dang, I love that
Take
fucking
it, dang.
the spiral.
I ain't serious, bro.
Spiral, the anti-cable.
Yeah, she really can.
Anti-sentinel.
Yeah, she counters a lot of shit in this game. And she's like a kind of a better stripe because of chip.
Yeah, dude. The swords.
I get so Cable can get through her bullshit if he has what's his name? Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah, if he has Captain Marvel, he'll go through her shit.
but dude, when she starts getting all her shit together, man, she's just like the screen is.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, oh yeah, with rocks.
And the rocks.
Spiral with Dr. Doom's rocks.
And while the rocks are coming in, she activates her swords and then she builds out the swords to rebuild Dr. Doom. And when the swords are done, in comes Dr. Doom and it's a full-on loop. And you can rocks, Doom! Yeah, there's a way for that shit, but yeah.
No fuck.
And magic, yeah, 'cause magic and science. So fuck it, who cares? At that point, it's like, fuck it.
Sucks.
Who was it that was like, almost like, I remember seeing the early spiral back in the arcades.
That was definitely like the OG.
Jamal invented his own top tier team. That was the cool thing about Jamal.
Someone, whoever, locked down.
Mega Man. He has an anti-Magneto Mega Man team.
That's crazy annoying. You can't do things and Cerberus just annoying because you can't do the shit you want to do in Cerberus.
No, he actually figured out how to actually do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, if you're a cable, good luck turning the cable on.
Oh, yeah, no,
Well, yeah, Jamal was just like, he invented Blackheart. And you know what's funny?
he pretty much invented
Blackheart, Alicia. Blackheart, Alicia, and I think it was
all I remember is Black Heart.
yeah, I just remember that. Yeah, it was literally. But and you know what's funny? Nobody used his team because they weren't
It was
good.
like Lockhart, Felicia, Cammy. Is that what it was? Some weird
They
shit.
weren't good at all. He actually, I
He
think,
had a,
I think he would have been better if he had picked the top two there.
Lockhart competes though.
but he was unstoppable.
Send me the boy, thank you.
It was against the better players, like the top tier guys. Like,
Well, that's the problem, is that like truly at a level where you're facing people that are great with the best characters in this game, it is going to be, you might take a game or two, but you are not like really winning against them. So excited, thank you, dude.
you'd be good in your area, which is what he.
Yeah, you'd be good. Oh, okay, but
But against the top tier players.
that's the thing in this game is that the top tiers are so fucking good that it renders a lot of the cast useless. But you know, like I said, ratio shit then becomes a lot more interesting. But the nice part is that you always have the ability to play the game the way everyone's been playing it for 20 years. So it's always like an option. You don't like force people to do the one way or the highway, you know?
Which is a good thing.
Hold on a second, I don't think it's restarting. Jowl. Hero, thank you.
Was it Tron?
Yeah. Sounds right.
I think it had been Tron.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds right.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Vic, yeah, thank you. Small would usually play Blackheart and Jen and would switch from Felicia or Sentinel. Yeah, Strider, I think so. Strider Zero's in here. He's always, whenever we play Marvel, Strider Zero's in here. He knows. He's friends with Danny. Remember when Danny showed up to play Marvel 1, man? I remember when like he was like just learning and playing Mega Man and shit.
Remember, he made me mad. I didn't know who he was.
Reflections, thank you.
Yeah, first time I saw him, I'm like, who is this?
Who this motherfucker? Who this motherfucker?
And he beat me. Yes. Yeah, Spider-Man.
That freaking cycle punched the shit out of that bird. That sucks.
Oh, my God, Spider-Man's like,
Spider-Man died so quickly.
Oh, no way!
Juice.
Nice.
All right. God damn, it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
You in charge of Super Pokemon. Yeah. And there, and just,
All right. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. Took a lot longer. Didn't go as heavy with the inks as I thought I would. All in all, I think it looks decent. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how the colors turn out and how exactly am I gonna go about doing all that. But yeah, I like it. So yeah, that's it for this one, man. I'm G Mr. Drew. It's at G Mr. Drew on all socials. Follow, like, and subscribe. And yeah, links are in my bio along with my website, gmrdrew.art. Check it out. You can hit me up through that way. If you like what you see, you know, all the work here, anything like that, and you want to support me, I'm on Patreon. Starting at $1, starting at $3, you can get commissions from me. Any, like, mostly character portraits, things like that. But I guess, you know, if you just want any sort of illustration, then, you know, we could talk about it and do that. I'm also on Fiverr if you want to just straight up commission me, or, you know, for some freelance work or anything like that. But other than that, I'll be back in a few minutes to slap some color onto this one, and we'll see how that goes. All right. Peace. Love y'all.